Hey, it's Scott once again. I'm back with you, and it's been about a little over a week since I last spoke with you. And I told you last time I talked with you that I was going to stop doing the 2-minute Tuesdays and 3-minute Thursday posts and start coming to you just once a week. And so today's the first of those posts. And quite honestly, this is just going to be a short little bit about what I'm thinking about doing and the concept that I'm kind of looking at with this right now. Still don't have a name for it. I'm thinking something. Well, I had a few different names, and then I left those in the house. But maybe like midweek motivator or midweek mission or message, Wednesday wanderings, or I had another one that dealt with Wednesday. But I started thinking, well, what about those times when I don't actually do it on Wednesday and I do it on a Tuesday or a Thursday? My goal is to do these on Wednesdays for you, and to really focus on trying to do that. So that's where I was thinking either a Wednesday or midweek something. But anyway, I guess the title isn't the most important thing. What's most important is the message itself. And so today I'm going to take just a couple minutes and talk to you about a concept that was driven home to me this past weekend. It was graduation in my town here, high school graduation. And I watched boys and girls who I have worked with, coached, been quote unquote friends with because they were friends of my sons for the last, whatever it is, 5, 6, 7 years now. My son moved here when he was in 5th grade, and so they were 6th graders when these seniors were 6th graders when he got here, and they just graduated. And some of them were his best friends through the years. And so it's been fun. They were also boys that I coached, both with my son's teams as he was growing up, and then coaching them in their middle school years, as well as a couple of them their freshman year of high school. I was the varsity coach, and they were on our team. The rest of them were certainly in our program as freshmen. And it's always a bittersweet time at graduation, and it's always one of those times where you're excited for those kids to move on and that, but you're also sad to see them go. Well, the thing I'm dealing with that's really hard is my son's a junior, and I know I've got 1 year left. This is it. And I've been kind of dreading that day, a year from now, for quite a while, because I love my boy, I love being with him, and I've loved every year of his life, and I don't want it to end. And I know it won't end, knock on wood, barring any, tragedy. But what will end is the way life has been, with him being in the house all the time, and the way that the childhood goes. And so, with each passing year, I get a little sadder thinking, where's that little boy going that I loved so much? Well, he's growing into a young man that I love so much. So either way, it's a good thing, but it's hard. And I was reminded this weekend of a statement that I've said to my teams for years. And that statement is pack every moment. And I especially say this to the seniors. Every single season that I was a varsity coach, I would talk to them about the importance of packing every moment of this year with everything you possibly can. And I was talking about, of course, during their season. But I was also trying to relate that to, their lives, the school year, and then whatever else. But I was really focused on the season. And I told them, this season's going to go like that. I mean, you can't believe how fast this is going to go. And of course, at the ends of seasons, afterward, I would say, did I tell you? Was I right? And they're like, I can't believe how fast that went, Coach. Well, even the 4 years of high school goes by in a blink. But this season is going to go so fast, is what I try to get those kids to realize. And so I told them, pack every moment of this season with all that you can. Enjoy every minute. And it's a hard thing to do because you're in the middle of it. And while you're in the middle of it, it's hard to stop and smell the roses, so to speak, and slow yourself down and enjoy all that you're going through. But it is a critical piece to really enjoying the moment. We talk all the time about live in the moment as opposed to, live in the future or living in the past. It's a hard thing to do. And in an athletic endeavor, you've got a lot of things you're trying to accomplish. You got games, that you're trying to win. You've got practices to get through. You got trainings. You got all kinds of things. And so we have to kind of remind our kids to pack those moments as much as they can with all that they can. Well, I have to remind myself right now, I got to do the same thing with my boy. I got a year before he walks across that stage and gets his diploma, and it's going to go. I just was in for the written post about this that you'll see on Friday. Excuse me, for an email that I wrote today. Excuse me. I said to somebody, I was talking about basketball players I've always said they're made from March to November, not November to March. And I said, well, March is 3 months past. November is 5 months in the future. So what are we doing now to get ourselves better as basketball players? I was talking to some parents of kids who are, work with me and are basketball players. And it hit me, my gosh, 5 months? The season starts in 5 months, and that just blew me away. And my son's a basketball player, and so he's got a lot of work to do to get ready for his season in 5 months, as does anybody who plays basketball. And that's going to go like that. That's just going to fly by. So it's just one of those really, I think, critical components that we must keep in mind, that we got to try and pack every moment that we can with all that we can, so that we can ensure to the best of our abilities that we live it and enjoy it as much as possible. And I'm going to try and do that with my boy. I'm going to try and do that for this last year of him being at home. We don't know where he's going to go next year. He wants to go to college. He'd love to play basketball in college. Who knows? Who knows if that'll happen? We think he'll end up going to college in somewhere. Well, where will that be? And so all we know is right now he's got a year where we need to do all we can to live it and love it and do all that we can with him in it. And so that's the message for today: is pack every moment, do all that you can to enjoy each of those moments in your life, because man, they fly by. And it's a great message for you to pass on to your athletes as well, for each season. And quite honestly, even those freshmen as they're coming in your door as high school coaches, before they know it, 4 years will be up, will be gone. And so we need to do all we can to help them understand the value of this too. So hope you like the message. This will be the format. What do I see? We went 7 minutes, so we'll try and go in that neighborhood of 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. Well, who knows? Somewhere around 5 to 10 minutes is probably what we'll go with this, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what you think, and let me know. Scroll down and check it out down below, and leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you think. But this is the first of these kind of messages that I'll be doing. Friday's written post will be along these same lines. It's kind of in that same vein. In fact, one of my thoughts for the title was Wednesday warm-up, meaning that on Wednesday I'll touch on whatever it is I'm touching on Friday. The problem with that is I might not always do the same topic. So anyway, we'll see. Hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.